Ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. Is the audio working? Yes, I hear the bass playing, but let me make sure it's got my microphone coming in there. Yes, it does. Hot damn, hot damn. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. There's only one show that I'm advertising for tonight, and that's over at Axe and Nacho at 11 p.m. It's the Wednesday night live music. I'm not sure if there'll be other performers or if it's just going to be him. I know it used to be an open mic, so who knows? Who knows? Tie Man, cheers, Tie Man. Cheers, Rabbit. No coffee, but you did stay at a Super 8. There you go. I remember the commercials. I remember. Allie, love of my life. I hope you're doing okay. Popcorn is out there. Peace and love, Popcorn. I hope you're doing well. We've got no good-looking sunset today. It's not a beautiful sunset day. It's a cloudy, rainy day, but that's okay. We need rain too. I still have that outdoor shot just because I love it. So, it's not as good though today because I can't have it out in the yard. It's on the porch. So you see that light pole, you see all sorts of crap that I just wish wasn't there, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna let that get me down. I got hit with some song last night during my live that I don't even know the song. Just Say Yes, acoustic version. I don't even know that song. How was it that I was playing that song? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I roll with it. Just roll with it. Has everybody clicked on that like? Because so far I think everything's been kosher. It all looks good right now. So I want you to click that like before I actually come out and go, oh no, this is not the right place to be. This is not where I need to be. Oh, I got my community newsletter. I'll have to read that later. Let's turn off this advertisement and let's watch the beans. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned, and if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high. Coffee with Wes. Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are around the world. I hope you are having yourself a fantastic day. It is a Wednesday here in the Eastern time zone of the U.S. We do not have a pretty sunset today. There was some sun out just, 15 minutes ago with breaks in the clouds, but these clouds have been moving through. We've had a lot of rain, but rain is good. You can't have smiles and sunshine every day. Sometimes you got to have some rain because everything needs rain. I hope everybody is feeling good. It is a Wednesday, and I'm feeling fantastic. I got some important news earlier today on my phone. There's a news app that they just put on there. I've removed it. It comes back. It's one of those. But the news app, important news. Daniel Stern, who I believe, wasn't he the taller of the Wet Bandits from the Home Alone movie? Wasn't he the not Joe Pesci bandit, the other guy? He got picked up for soliciting a prostitute. That's what news is. That's what news is. So you'll excuse me if I check out and I don't even bother caring anymore about news because that's what they want me to listen to. I am feeling good though. I am feeling good, and I'm feeling a little bad for Daniel Stern. how is it that I'm getting notifications and who knows how many people got notifications up? Daniel Stern went to pick up a prostitute. And how many people went, what? Who cares about this? Why is this a notification on my phone? And some people might have thrown their phone in disgust. Some people might have been very angry. You never know. You never know. But that's the way those things happen. Just let Azura, she's the one. She's the one. Azura's the one that picks out the best news. She does pick all of those stories for human news, and I never know what we're going to be looking at beforehand. So it's always new to me. I had no idea, like this last Sunday, that whale penis was on its way. I had no idea. New Jersey. Go figure. Got a little bit of my Maxwell house going. Yes, this is, it's an alternative view today. Since we have had rain, I don't want the camera getting rained on. Normally, out past where that pole is and this bush, there's a bush there right next to this pole. It's just on the other side of that bush is where I aim that thing out across the way. But I had to put it up on the porch today. You can see the overhang for the porch, the carport. That car is still there. Believe it or not, that car is still there. Scrabble Beast, cheers, peace and love. It is. I really wish I could see you, Allie. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're feeling okay. Everybody, positive vibes out there. Send positive vibes out there for Allie. At least this morning, I know she wasn't feeling very well, and I hope that she is feeling better. I hope that I hope it's not anything bad that's gonna get you bedridden for days or anything along those lines. Oh, I also this afternoon I went over to you might have if you were here yesterday you might have seen him in the chat. Stephen Blum, I believe it's Blum, Blum. He had a vertical live stream. He's in that boot camp that I'm in, the vertical live stream boot camp, and he's a programmer. He was doing Python code and had a good number of people in there and everything. And it was more about talking to the chat than it was actually doing the code and all that. But it was a really good live. He had a really good live going and everything along those lines. But it kind of left me feeling just a little bit triggered. Being a former programmer who left it because I got tired of doing math for a living for decades, and I wanted to do cartoons. So I sat there for about 45 minutes. Watching. It was a good live, but everybody, a lot of programmers out in the chat asking if they're hiring. That's what felt a little bit sad for me, was all these guys looking for jobs. Oh, thank you, Scrabble Beats. It's all about love, and look for that in your day, not just here. Go to the places that are positive. Spend your time around positive energy. You don't want to spend your time with negativity and things along those lines. And that was one of the things with watching that live, and I'm seeing these guys out there. Hey, are there openings at your company? Because Steven has a company and everything. He and his partner, he's the CTO, and it's a big company that they have. But people asking if there are jobs opening, and he's showing the job openings and everything along those lines. And I'm just feeling sad because there were a bunch of programmers out there that said they were having a difficult time finding employment, and I understand why. Junior programmers have kind of almost been taken out of the equation in so many places because AI can do that work. AI can write code, and it doesn't do a bad job with it. When it comes to creating an entire app, you've got to have somebody that knows what they're doing to actually manage and put all those pieces together and be able to trace through and find problems if there are some. But for the most part, you don't have to hire junior coders anymore. It's you can just get by with AI. Allison, cheers, peace and love, Allison, and Bonfire. Peace and love. I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday, Bonfire. Every day is Bonfire's birthday. Let's all keep that in mind and say happy birthday to Bonfire out there. So that was a little depressing, seeing guys that, well, I've been doing it for a long time. Do you have senior openings or their junior openings? And people just and there were some fresh out of college that were looking. It it just felt a little sad for me, because I know that is going to be an area where you're going to have seasoned and really good guys, but the ones that kind of hang on, you have, for since I've been programming, which was when computers actually became a thing, personal computers and all that. There's been guys that were gurus that could do everything, guys that read the manuals, understand how that machine works, understands how the registers work, and just make it happen. And then you've got people that are, as the colleges started to actually offer computer science degrees, the first computer science degrees they offered were worthless. In the early 90s, we would not hire computer science majors. We wanted college majors, but if you were a computer science major, you were taught how to run a mainframe, how to do tape backups on mainframes and stuff that was still around. The technology had not hit the colleges, and for the most part, I don't know that it is to this day. I don't know that the best of the best actually make it into the universities to actually teach what needs to be taught when it comes to programming. And you need someone that can actually just learn whatever, because everything changes. Even though it's the same, there are changes constantly in technology. And so I just don't think I don't think our college. That's why we had so many H-1B visas during the 90s. We didn't have anybody that could do the work. All the college graduates coming out for computers, they were worthless. We would go through them like mad before we finally stopped hiring them. And I'd hire music majors. I'd hire somebody that actually had some degree in something else, because it showed they put the effort into getting a degree, but which I don't have. But they did. They weren't already. They didn't have these preconceived notions about stuff, and usually they were someone who had taught themselves to code, and those are better. Steve Jobs. Let me say hello to Wes Plays Music out there. Cheers, Wes. I hope you were doing well. Steve Jobs had said once at Pixar, he said, I can't hire somebody out of college. You can't go to school and learn the stuff we have, because we create our own software. We're creating our own systems. We're more interested in someone who's adaptable, someone that can learn, someone that can learn new things quickly and be up to speed. And that was what I found in the computer industry that whole time. Who did I see? Mr. Shelton, Mr. John Shelton. Hey, John, I hope you're doing well. Peace and love. Peace and love. I apologize, everybody. I do not have control of the weather, but I do have, the same shot. I mean, it's not the same shot. Normally, the camera would be down here in the yard looking out, but it's rainy. I don't want to get the camera rained on, so it's on my porch. I think the sunset will happen somewhere in this vicinity here. I don't know. What was it about a nemesis? What are you doing, Popcorn? Coding the next nemesis. There you go. There you go. See, I have used ChatGPT to do some coding, to have it write routines. It makes an excellent junior coder. So if you I need a routine that does this. I need a routine that does this and returns this, and it goes ahead and takes care of it. And you can put that code into your code. The problem is you've got to know what you're doing, because it'll make mistakes, and you'll have to know where that mistake is. So it saves you so much time in generating bullshit code, but you still have to have someone with a brain on the other end. The weather control machines, is it that HARP, the high altitude, what is it? The thing that heats up the ionosphere. That I think Human News actually touched on it one time. It was one of those. Who is it? Is it tomorrow's Scrabblebee's birthday? Well, I'll give you a early happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Scrabblebees. Does that work? Happy birthday to you, and many more. At least as long as you know it's worth living. You know, you don't want to live too long. That's my worry, living too long. I'm not, at this point, you know, anything sudden, anything quick. Okay, yeah, I had a life. But anything too long is actually more of a worry for me at this point. It's, I really don't want to be in my 90s. I don't think I'd want to be Dick Van Dyke at 100 years old. It doesn't feel like the thing I would want it to be. Let me let me do some hyping here. I've only got one show that I'm hyping today, and that show is Axe and Nacho, the Wednesday night live music at 11 p.m. Eastern. It'll disappear, and then it'll come back because I think this is playing a video there. But that is the show that I know of tonight. If there is anybody out there that has regular streams through the week that you schedule ahead of time, like every Wednesday, I know Axel Nacho goes live. Every Monday he goes live. Mondays with Frank Terzo. The kind of things that are repetitive and all that, I would love to include them on the show. So email me if there's one that you'd like me to include and have the ad for and all that other stuff along those lines. Gemma, peace and love out there. Gemma's Journey Grace. I hope you are having a fantastic day. That is how are things at? Does it look all cloudy in the UK? Because it is here. I know it's not everywhere, but nah, I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Let me make sure that I've got that. And back to this. Again, it's a different camera angle. The camera's normally out in the yard, like right behind where my thumb over there, next to that bush and that other tree. But it's raining, so I can't put that out today. I hope everybody has remembered to click on that like or dislike engagement, help out. So I went over. I mentioned I was over at Stephen Blum's his vertical live stream, and it's obvious he's got about 10,000, just under 10,000 subs, I think, and he had about 50 people, I think, were in that live stream. He's got these. He's doing vertical lives all the time. He's like me, already into doing vertical lives, just getting going through the YouTube for networking, other things along those lines for this boot camp that we're in. But I was in that, and so as they had said, they wanted to make sure that we at least went live 3 times by the end of February. So I'm wanting to do a vertical live every single day to make sure that I qualify for it. And last night I decided to do another bass stream, even though my bass streams had not gotten any traction at all when I was doing them. So last night I came up with a new thumbnail. I thought, even though it's in the shorts feed, the algorithm still looks at the thumbnail and the title to determine whether it's going to put it out. And there was a little bit of activity. I created some other thumbnail that said music vibe. I didn't use the word cult leader in the title. That helped. I didn't use Ben Franklin, because sometimes I like to perform as Ben Franklin. It gives me something to do. But they put it out a little bit. It had 100. I think I got 150 views off of it or something. So they slowly did creep out that shorts feed and a little bit along those lines. But still, it wasn't what I thought. I'm going to be doing another one later on tonight. Could be middle of the night like last night and all that. But each day I've got to be doing a vertical live stream to make sure that I am staying up to date there with that thing. What is that thing? That vertical live stream boot camp, the thing that I'm in right now. I really wish I'd made a graphic for it. Breaking news, everybody. Daniel Stern picked up soliciting a prostitute. It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. I thought about maybe I should change the title of this to oh no, Daniel Stern did what? And then Coffee with Wes. Put it afterwards or something. I may start putting some, hook type things into those titles, because the algorithm, even if it's one of those vertical lives that they're not even going to see the thumbnail, because they see it as they're scrolling through the list. They see the actual show. Even those, they still consider the thumbnail when it comes to determining whether or not to put it out. So, no, not Howard Stern. Daniel Stern did what? Isn't Daniel Stern? I haven't looked it up. I'm relying on my memory, but I'm fairly certain Daniel Stern is the not Joe Pesci bandit from Home Alone, the taller, curly-headed one. I believe he was also in a movie that was it Dennis Quaid? Dennis Quaid in Breaking Away. Anybody see Breaking Away? Early 80s, I think it was. Kid on a bicycle who always talked Italian. Bothering his dad. I wish I could remember the dad's name, because he's been in everything too. But I think Daniel Stern was in that one. The tall one. He's the one. That was the news. That was the news notification I got on my phone. Daniel Stern gets picked up for soliciting prostitutes. Oh, okay. This is national news. I understand now. That's why I check out and just do my own thing. Treach, peace and love. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well today. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope everybody's feeling good. If you're wanting to feel good, oh, and I screwed up yesterday. I'll talk about that in a minute. If you're wanting to feel good today, tonight, if you're awake, head over here to Axe and Nachos at 11 o'clock for the music. Axe and Nacho, every Monday and every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, they have lives. But he also does vertical lives all the time. Just if he's there, going to play music, picks up that music and that looper pedal and just goes to town. So, make that happen. Breaking Away. No, I rented movies though. We were early adopters of technology there because the company had produced its own commercials. We produced our own commercials for the P15 data concentrator. It would allow for all these different phones, handling phone lines and data entry for election returns and other stuff at a central location. And so we got a Quasar. There were two units. There was the receiver unit, there was the recording unit, and then there was a camera. And I think Used Cars might have been one of the first ones that I saw. But no, Breaking Away. I thought that was a good movie. I always enjoyed I rode a bicycle. Bicycle was when I was a kid, it was how I was going to leave. When I was 8 years old and knew I wanted to leave, knew I wanted out of that house, that bike was going to be my ticket out. I had a Schwinn 10-speed that I got that I think when I was about 9 or 10, and I would ride that thing just miles and miles away from home. All through I get the pages out of the phone book because the map was in the phone book. I'd get the pages and I'd take those. I'd torn them out of one at the office so no one would miss it or anything. And I'd have those so I'd know where I was going and navigating and all that. Reading up on people going to youth hostels and riding bikes across the country and hitchhiking, backpacking, and I thought, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. I needed to get a bag. I needed to get all this stuff. I waited till I was 16 and could drive away, but I always wanted. And so bicycles were a thing that I really enjoyed. I used to put about 30 miles a day when I was 14. I'd ride my bike 8 miles to work, 8 miles back, and then 8 miles out to the with my friends out to the water park. We had gotten season passes at this water park, and then at night we're driving the 8 miles back from that. So it was about 32 miles a day I was putting on a bike. Kept things going. I wish it was all uphill. That would have been a great workout. No, it was this was northern Illinois. There were only a couple of hills. Everything's flat. See, that's the problem if I got a bike here. Everything is a hill. There's mountains. I'm at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So this is not flat terrain. And a lot of these roads, unless it's a road like this main one out here, this 4-lane that's got a shoulder, a lot of these are country winding 2-lane roads with no shoulder, just ditch. And I would be quite worried to be out there. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I should learn how to do that one. I could destroy a Queen song as good as I can destroy any others. I love it. I got hit on 3 different songs last night. Last Kiss. I always get hit on Last Kiss when I do that. There were 2 others. Last Kiss. The other, Skater Boy. I get hit on Skater Boy all the time. Last Kiss. And now they hit me. I don't even know. I haven't listened to where it is. There's a song called Just Say Yes. I think it's a Taylor Swift song that they said I was doing an acoustic version of. I don't know the song. So that one I might dispute, but who knows? Who knows? I got riding when I was a kid, riding at night. I did get clipped by a van pretty good. Knocked me into a ditch, and the van just kept driving. It was a main road. I'm making my way back on that bike. Just barely clipped by this van and just sent flying along this golf course and everything along those lines. It was a rough night getting home. When you get hit by a car, it kind of hinders you when you've still got 4 miles to go, and you're like, oh, geez, this is not my day. Oh, those were the fun moments of youth. Okay, I see light over here. I think we've got some sun down there coming across. I've been loving it. The last 4 days have been fantastic when it comes to the. Today's not going to be overly, because of the cloud cover, but still, I want to observe this because I want to take this time every day to say, hey, how was today? Was today good? Did I make today good? I feel like I did, and just so I can keep my head, right. It just nailed me with that thing. Just bam, bam. Is Justine? Cheers, Justine. Good to see you. No, this was an old, probably a 70s Dodge van or something like that, just coming around this. It was around a curb, too, so they kind of clipped me. The getting hit wasn't the problem. It was this big-ass ditch that I fell down that was actually the fall was what bothered me. Getting hit, they just nudged. I think probably just barely grazed. Didn't feel anything there. Felt the fall. I felt that ditch and all that. It was a good time. Taking mental health days is important. It is important. Your mental health, that's what this whole show is for me. That's what this whole show is for me. Sit here and talk about positive messages. Sit here and concentrate on the positive and reassure myself as I'm sitting there BSing to you guys that sticking with my passions, continuing to pursue them is the right thing. It's making me feel good. It's making me feel like I'm getting somewhere. And so I want to just do that for, everybody. Everybody find that, make it a habit. Make it a habit. This is a part of mine. Ooh, you can see the wind. You can see the wind. We might have some rain getting ready to fall out there. I'm not sure. I had a Saturn. I had a Saturn. I gave it to a buddy of mine when I left Florida. I uh, I actually gave away three vehicles when I left Florida. I just didn't want to. I had a mud truck, a big '77 Chevy with mud tires, big mud tires on it. It was jacked up. I bought that thing just to drive on the property and everything along those lines, the 10 acres. But had a let's see, there was a minivan, there was a Dodge, and then there was a Saturn. I just gave those away. I think I paid $400 or $500 for each, so it's not like any of them were expensive vehicles or anything along those lines. I I hate expensive vehicles. The Because and especially newer vehicles, they get damaged and it's thousands of dollars no matter what, because of body parts, because of I love this shot I saw the other day that had this old Buick sitting there that had been hit by a new car. And this '70s Buick didn't look like it had a scratch on it. Those things had bumpers that would handle a 10-mile-an-hour collision. Uh, my Lincoln Town Car, I mean, it had it these bumpers would take a good shot. You could go through a wall and maybe not have any damage, but the other cars, they just get totaled. And I hate putting money into something like that. And a new car can have problems just like an old one. Old car I can fix. New car I wouldn't know. I like something that's got all that room up under the hood. I like old trucks where you can just sit up under the hood and be working on that engine, because there's so much room underneath there. Uh, my favorite was the '70 Riviera. It was the blue aardvark. I called it the blue aardvark. Well, number one, because I was drinking and young at the time, but it also it had so many problems at different times. The paint would come off. Had an old Earl Scheib paint job. Earl Scheib was this business. I'll paint any car for just $99.95, and the it had this sky blue paint job that if I went to one of those washes with the pressure washer, it would just chip the paint right up off the hood. So I couldn't actually effectively wash this car. And it had a 455. The fender skirts were welded on. I didn't find out about that until I got two flat tires in a parking lot in the snow. But I love that car. That car was just so much fun. The Blue Aardvark was the cartoon character from the ant and the aardvark on Pink Panther. If anybody remembers the old Pink Panther cartoons, there'd be the ant and the aardvark. The ant was supposed to sound like Dean Martin, and the aardvark, I believe, was voiced by Jackie Mason. I don't know, sometimes this pisses me off. Look, we have some sun. There was the sun. It's happening. Jackie Mason. Now, I'm not going to say it's Jackie Mason's fault that Caddyshack 2 sucked. I think there are a lot of reasons, but there's no way to kind of escape the fact that that was Jackie Mason and it sucked. So I feel bad for Jackie Mason making that career move, all that other stuff. My wife was buried in a Dodge. Anybody remember that line? My wife was buried in I had a wife that was buried in a Dodge, I think it was. Married with children. When they bought the gold mine. When they were conned out of money for the gold mine. And they were let know by the park ranger and the tour guide, this is fool's gold. You guys are idiots. And they end up robbing and rolling the people that were in the tour group. That's how they got back. So it's a great show, great morals. Married with Children. We've got a sunset. We've got a sunset here. We've got something going on. Maybe it'll add some color to the evening. I'm not sure. But I am feeling good. I have put time into the things that I love doing, the things that make me feel good. I hope you are putting time in on the things that make you feel good. Omni. I had a Dodge 024. I had a little Dodge Omni that I'd gotten from my in-laws when I was in the Navy, and then later I had a Dodge 024. Those were never good. I know what I haven't played. Hang on, I haven't done this. Let me do this. Everybody, this is one of Allie's.
This Valentine's Day, give your loved one the gift they will love forever. Allie Patches merch. Allie Patches merch. Say love. Festina love. You could get Festina love. Allie and Wes, Lommel. All available on alliepatchesshop.fourthwall.com. Happy Valentine's Day.
If I actually made a pot of coffee at a time, it would be. It would be. I still have half of this cup. I've got a single cup thing, so it would take a while to make. We've got that sun going down here, Eastern time zone for me. Observe that sun. I hope you're getting out in the sun. Whenever the sun is shining, let that sun hit you in the face. Your skin produces vitamin D when it is exposed to sunlight. And that vitamin D is huge when it comes to staying in a good mood. It's why people get down in the winter, because they literally don't get enough sun. Mr. Smith, peace and love. Good to see you. Good to see you. Are you the reason that we now have the sun coming out a little bit here on this rainy day? I saw you were talking about the guitar and everything. I was hanging out. That the donations, you'd been able to get another guitar and all that, and the cat. I love when you put the hood on the cat and have the cat play drums with the hood. The cat with the hood is hilarious. Mr. Smith does lives on Tuesdays and Fridays, playing the drums, and along with, I mean, he can play all the instruments, but he's playing the drums along with stuff. It's always a good time. And last night he's got that cat. And he's trying to play it up with the cat, right? He's like, come on. You don't need me to pick you up. You don't need me to. And the cat just kept circling him, just walking underneath. And you could see the cat on the other, because he's got like 4 cameras running. So you can see the kick. You can see the overhead looking down. You can see from the front and all that. You could see the cat just circling around because the cat wanted food, and he was like, "No, I'm on a live. You're gonna work for this money, there for this food." And he put the hood on the cat, and the cat just is okay with it. Cat's like, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this." That is awesome. That is awesome, Gemma. Gemma's going to be meeting with the radio station down there. She gets interviewed on that radio station. They do podcasts with her there, and they're going to be celebrating 10 years. They're going to be celebrating 10 years next week of doing that. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Drum cat. See, there's a put the hood on that cat, get a shot of that cat with the drums, and just call the live, make that your thumbnail. Drum cat. The thumbnail. Cats work. I stopped uploading all those cat videos. I did that. 2025 was the year of the cat short. I proved that, yes, this works. You can get a lot of subs doing this. And it did work, but I got to do comedy. I got to be doing other things. I can't I can't become just the cat short guy. That's I want to do other things. I'm loving the glow. I'm waiting to see how this glow. Again, this is a different angle than I have had the rest of this week. The rest of this week, right back here, there's a bush in the corner by this. You can kind of see it right there by that lamp, and just on the other side of the bush, facing out into the across the streets where I normally put it. Right now, I've got it on my front porch because the rain. I didn't want it to end up having a problem or anything along those lines. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's going to be another good week. Hey, we've got some color. We've got some color coming in here to the clouds. Thank you, Mr. Sun, for giving me something. This really does. It has a good feel. Twin F holes and a pick. You were talking about it being a classical, but it's a Spanish guitar. That's what Will Dick, when he had to get a certain type so he would be able to sit and hold it. He couldn't, before his last surgery, he was having difficulty holding on to a larger guitar and dealing with it. But I think it was a Cordoba. Is that the brand? He had gotten one of those, and it just sounds beautiful when he plays. That's what I've heard him playing on a lot, and it's one of those classical Spanish guitars, that style. Basking. I mean, I'm not. I'm inside. But I have been out when the sun was out a little bit earlier. I did get out. I try to at least get that. It's a part of the routine. You've got to get some sun on your face. You've got to get some sun on your skin. Wherever you can expose skin, let that sun hit so that you can get that vitamin D production going on, so you're not freaking losing it. They do have great sound. Yes, Cordova. It has fantastic sound. That's Will D from the Art of Floundering podcast. That's what he uses over there. I remember when he got that guitar. I think he was in Colorado. I think he'd already left Oklahoma. I'm not certain. It was years ago. I've known him for a bit now. Love his shows. Art of Floundering podcast. It's probably getting dropped out there if Nightbot's actually running. Is Nightbot actually running? Okay, it is. I think. Yeah. So Art of Floundering has been dropped out there. It is some of the most insane comedy that you're going to run across. He is so good. And the thing about Art of Floundering, whether you're watching or not, he's got great visuals. It's hilarious with the visuals. But even just listening to the show, it's so good just listening. You can be entertained, not even watching. And it's all him talking the whole time, doing the different voices, telling the story. He does a fantastic job. But Art of Floundering podcast. He doesn't schedule anything. If he goes live, it's usually on the weekends because he's got to work throughout the week. But they are insane. Connect to the Art of Floundering and make sure and ring the notification bell so that you'll get notified. Nightbot's also dropping the link out there to X and Nacho's show tonight. It's also in the description of this video. And I want to apologize to Pole Vault. He's not here yet, but yesterday I had highlighted Pole Vault's Tuesday Gone show. That was last night, and I had included it. Nightbot was dropping it out there, but in the description of the video, I had the link to his. I had the link to 3 different shows. I had the link to his, but I had not changed the text that had Axe and Nacho right above it. So it looked like it was advertising Axe and Nacho's show, because I just copied from Mondays, put it in, changed the things that I needed to, and then went to move forward. But I apologize about that pole vault. I'll do better next time. I'm trying to making sure that I've got standards with how the links are and doing the things. I last night I was dropping all those Tuesday night links during my vertical live. I'd forgotten to disable them in Nightbot. I actually have to go over right after the shows from now on and start doing the disabling to make sure that that happens. But 11 o'clock tonight, that's when Axe and Nacho have some music over there. Again, if anybody out there has regular shows that you would like me to include, and usually, you know, if it's a night thing, because I do these at 5 o'clock. I do this at 5 o'clock at night. So if you've got a regularly scheduled evening thing that you do at a certain time, let me know and I'll add it to the list that I have here. I'm feeling good. Look, we've got some pinkish hues. It's happening. Even on a rainy day, it's still worthwhile to look at that sun. As I am spinning away from it at my latitude, somewhere 800 something miles an hour to the spinning away from the sun, getting ready to come back around it tomorrow. I don't have a good vantage of the sunrise. There's nothing but woods on the other side. Let's see, from the camera. Opposite direction to the east, hills and nothing but woods. I don't see that the sun doesn't really get visible for me until several hours into the day because of the woods right there and everything. Because I'd love to have a morning. I'd love to do mornings. There's some mornings I'm awake at 5 and I think, well, I could go live, but I don't have a good camera angle to use or anything along those lines. It is nice, isn't it? Salmon in the skies. Look at that. It's still even with the cloudiness, it's worthwhile. Doing that reflective thing that I do at this time of day. And I hope all of you are doing it too, because it does make a difference. If you are actively making sure to hang on to your passions, and that is a huge part of your life. You may have 40 plus hours that you got to work somewhere else. Make sure that you're putting that spare time, that you are taking the time for the things you love, your passions, the things that you've worked towards. You've got to have that work-life balance, and life is so important. Your passions are so important, especially as things get completely crazy at different times. You wanna have something to mentally keep you grounded, mentally keep you stable. You know what I mean? What's happening, Rabbit? What'd you do? Mute. Pulling you up on the TV. Oh, no need to behave in chat. Okay, that's what no need to behave. None of us behave in chat. I mean, actually, we do. Actually, and that's one thing. And I suggest it to others. I don't. People have come in and said real negative things before, and I get it. People want to spread bad news. Bad news just travels so quick. Like Daniel Stern. Oh, the prostitutes. Why, Daniel? I mean, if I got into that, why are we prosecuting, stuff along those lines? Why are we not regulating and making this industry safe? Things along those lines. But that's another opinion thing, and I don't want to get into any of that. There's so much news. There's so much bad. There's so much all of that. You've got to have the positives. You've got to have the sunsets. You've got to have those moments that you're just appreciating being alive. Just being glad that you have this day. Glad that you're experiencing what you're experiencing. Glad that you are able to connect with others. Glad that you're putting time into creative stuff. stuff that really that you feel good about. Whether it's music, whether it's woodworking, whether it's crochet and knitting, whether you paint, whether you draw, digital or whatever medium, all these things, the cartoons, those are the creative things that enrich your life. Not a task that you're put to, not some project you're given when you're young, something that means something to you, something that holds on to what you feel at the core. This is me. This represents me. This is what I'm pouring my soul into. You want to have that, because otherwise, getting old and looking back just doesn't do it. Getting old and looking back, if you haven't spent the time being who you really like being, you're not going to feel good when you're old. You're not going to feel good when you're old. Beep, beep to Pole Vault. Cheers, Pole Vault. I was apologizing to everybody saying for... I had... Your link was in yesterday's live stream, but it was listed. It still had the Axe and Nacho because I'd copied Monday's 3. I'd replaced everything, and I replaced the link to yours, but I didn't tag you in it properly because I was advertising the Tuesday's gone. I will do better next week. It still had the link to your show. So if someone went to go to the one that said Axe and Nacho and they clicked on it, it took them to Tuesday's gone. And the one that was in Nightbot, the Nightbot was dropping. It was working. Great show over there at Pole Vaults. I love seeing Pole Vault and Sunshine. They are just fun. They are fun. The back and forth that they have going on is a good time. The show is doing really well. At one point, when I was on my homepage, I went to my homepage, and it came up as one of the videos live, and it did say YouTube featured underneath. So I keep going. I think they were putting it into the list of suggested videos next to where other people are watching other stuff. Your stuff was getting put out during that time. So and it had YouTube featured listed next to it. So keep going, my friend. You're doing it. Cloudy day, rainy day. Still observing the sunset. The sun, I thought, actually was coming down around here. I think we just have glow. This big cloud that's coming into range is what's knocking things out, because the sun actually went down right around here. But we're still getting a little bit of light, and I'm feeling good. And that shows, Pole Vault. You guys are just hanging out and doing that. It's you got a good show. You got a good show. You guys keep doing that Tuesday and that Friday. Those are really fun. The two of you going at it is just so good. It's right up there. It's right up there with Masked Drum Cat. It's got that kind of appeal. I mean, it's that good. And it's hard to compete with a masked cat. Sunset, everybody. The light's coming on. It's getting dark out there. The light is coming on. Oh, it's raining. That's why I have a different shot than I normally do. Normally the camera's on out in the yard, but I didn't want it to get wet and everything, so I've got it up on my porch. You can see the overhang to the porch there and carport. And if you look, you can see that crappy car that's just sitting there, never going to run again. Because I'm not touching that thing. Ricky and Lucy on acid. You got some splaining to do. That's what you've got. Oh, did you hear the news, Pole Vault? Daniel Stern picked up soliciting prostitutes January 12th. It was a news notification I got on my phone. So apparently it's really important. It's one of those things that I shake my head about. Oh, society. Oh, why? It doesn't make any sense. We're getting some nice glows around here, but this big cloud here is going to get in our way. Unless it passes and that sun can kind of peek underneath of it. That's why we're getting the glows in the areas that had passed. Am I missing? Da da da. Da da da. All right. I'm good. Wanted to make sure I was caught up. Oh. So tonight, I'm going to be doing another. Like I said, I changed the music vibe thumbnail. I didn't put the word cult in the title of the thing. I just said music vibe, and came up with a new thumbnail for it. And it wasn't an amazing number of people, but they did put it out into the shorts feed. They did put it in the vertical feed. So I got 3 subs off of that, which is nice. That's the real purpose of a vertical live. If you have a channel and you're wanting to get in front of other people, well, shorts are a great way to get other people to see your stuff and get subscribers. Those cat shorts are how I got the majority of what I have here. But the vertical lives, if you go live in a vertical, they will put that out in the shorts feed, and you'll be put in front of people that normally don't see your stuff. And so hopefully you can get some more subs that way. This isn't bad. I kind of like the way this is looking. I'm kind of liking the way this image is turning out. I am not disappointed by this sunset. Even though we've got all these clouds and everything else, I am not. Oh, you're the best, Allie. I hope you're feeling okay. For those that don't know, Allie out there in the chat, Algie, L-E-G, totally in love with that woman. Just amazing. Funniest person I know. Best comedic partner ever. So driven in every way. Just impresses me all the time with everything she does. As I say on a daily basis, she is way too good for me. I have no idea how I have that woman. Things happen. That's why it could be a simulation. This could be a simulation. I don't know that that's real. Maybe like my grandfather, who had hallucinations in his 50s, because he had a blocked artery that caused him to not get blood flow properly, and so he talked to God for 8 years. He became a prophet. He'd tell me about some of these visions, he would call them. We didn't know until he was in his 80s that he had this completely blocked on one side, and it was fed from the other side, and it explained. They said, well, you probably had hallucinations. It would have taken about 8 years for that to feed over to the other side, for these capillaries to form, and it was 8 years that he had hallucinations. Maybe I sometimes think that's what Allie could be, just a hallucination. Maybe it's not real. Maybe I'm just bedridden somewhere, drooling down the side, and having this wonderful life just playing out in my head. But then I think, if that were the case, why would I have such bowel problems? Why would I have irritable bowels? Why would, in my fantasy, in my mind, why would my stomach ache the way it does at times? That doesn't make sense. So that seems a little bit different. Love you, honey. I love you. This is one of the mugs with a design that Allie created. It's being green screened out and all that. There is merchandise available. If you do purchase any merchandise, let me know so I can add your channel to the mug club that I have listed on my homepage. And I also put those in the description of the Love, Art, and Music program that we do on Saturdays. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we are doing Love, Art, and Music, and the first hour, Our guest that evening is Michael Songs. Michael Songs and Maria should be there with him. Michael Songs and Maria are going to be there. We're gonna hear about what makes Michael, how he got to doing what he's doing, and we're going to hear him play music. He's fantastic. I love his show. Every Sunday he has a show at noon Eastern Time, the Sunday Set Live. Everybody goes there on Sundays. I try to share that out. Danny Stanton, peace and love. Greetings. Greetings. I hope you were doing well there in South Carolina, Danny. Long time no see. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. It's a live shot outside of my place. We were trying to catch a sunset. The sun's already gone down and more clouds are coming in. It's a rainy day, but we're observing the end of the day. David, Live to Fly channel. David, cheers. Peace and love. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everything is going well. I hope everybody is finding those moments to be true to what you love. Whatever it is that you love that makes you better, that you have to actually work at, that you have to practice, you have to do, you have to create. Whatever it is that's an expression of you, make sure you've got that in your life. It makes everything so much easier. It makes dealing with everything, and there's always something. There's always something. Like the news today, Daniel Stern, prostitutes. Oh, Daniel. I mean, I'm not down on Daniel. I just can't believe that was national news that got forwarded to my phone. I have no idea why. I don't interact with this app at all. All I do is delete those things. I tried getting rid of the app. The app got loaded back on. So it's one of those. It's one of those beautiful things. The sun is peeking. The glow is peeking through these clouds, but that sun has actually gone down right around here. That sun has already gone down. New clouds are coming in, so we've got this. We've got this going on. Pee-wee. That was, well, that's what they do. That's what they do. They shame. Guys in a theater, right? Guys in a theater. Oh, you know what everybody in that, you're going to go in and go after Pee-wee. That's just wrong. Poor Paul Rubens. Comedic genius. Paul Rubens. I love, and I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it until on into, I believe it was the 2000s when I found out that Phil Hartman was kind of his partner with so many of those things. They would do so much together. Phil Hartman, he and Phil Hartman were the ones that wrote Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That's Phil Hartman was such an interesting guy. You hear the story of him holding the drums to keep the bass drum from sliding out on stage for Jimi Hendrix and his group. So he's standing behind Jimi Hendrix. He's down on the ground, just pushing on this bass drum to keep it from bouncing forward as it's being played. He was also in the Cheech and Chong movie where they had, where he works at the movie studio, and I think it's the one with Cousin Red. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one with Cousin Red, where Cheech falls asleep at home and everything, and they've got to go get the on the made-for-TV version. It was the diamonds. He had a duffel bag full of diamonds as opposed to a duffel bag full of weed, like it was in the movie. But one of the gangsters that's there with the "Help Me Wamba" thing that they're chanting, they're doing the scene there, and Phil Hartman is one of the gangsters there in that scene, and then Paul Rubens is the Pee-wee. He was the bellhop at the or the desk clerk at the hotel that they had to get the stuff out of, and then later on, he's at the nightclub where they're going watching comedy. He's up on stage, and they're there with Edie McClure and a couple others there at the seat. Look out there. It is some guy. Peace and love, Hoyt. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you were doing well. This is all I've got. There's a glow over here. The sun went down right about here not long ago. And we've got big clouds that are still coming this way that are blocking that light. That's why the glow has ended up happening over here. Meatballs. What about Meatballs? That was another good movie. That was another good movie. I did enjoy that. Roasting weenies outside. See, I got rain, so I can't, because that doesn't sound bad. I'd like to have I've got a fire pit on down in the yard that I dug up. And I'd like to have a fire one of these nights. And the weather's been warm enough to where I could comfortably be out there and not have to have a parka, to get back and forth between the fire. Because the fire will warm you up. But we've had 50-degree weather and nice weather and everything this winter. This next week's going to be cold. After these fronts come through, it's going to be friggin' in the 20s here. So not looking that. Peace and love, Treach. I appreciate you coming in. I hope your the rest of your day goes nice and smooth, and you just feel great. Because life is too short not to. Life is too short not to. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate everybody that comes out. I appreciate everybody that watches any of the stuff we have. And I hope people get something out of this. I hope it reaffirms hey, keep going. Hey, do the things that you love. That's all my message is. Be good to yourself. Make time for the things you love. You are not going to live forever. There is an end. Every day that passes, you can't get back. You don't know how many days you have left. Act now for your own sake. Act now. Don't put it off. A life spent pursuing those passions is totally worth it. Is completely worth it. You're being true to yourself. Now, maybe your job is your passion. Maybe you've got something where it is yours. If it's not yours and you're making somebody else money and all that other stuff, well, can you be replaced by a robot? Because you will be. And, keep that in mind and start doing your own thing. Start doing something that you love, that is you, that is giving you all that feeling. Seeing these clouds just rolling through. I'm feeling good about it. Sorry, Up in Smoke. There was Up in Smoke, and there was he was the hamburger dude in. Up in Smoke, was Up in Smoke the one with the cousin? Because there's the other one where they go to the insane asylum, and he's the rich guy there. So he was in. I know he's in 2 different Cheech and Chong movies. He was in 2 different Cheech and Chong movies. He was buddies with those guys. That would have been that would have been a time. That would have been a time to be involved in that stuff. Oh, we're look at that big cloud in the way. Bump, bump, bump. At least we still got some. Next movie. That was the one with the asylum. I know it was. I've never seen that one all the way through. That is the one I have never seen all the way through. Another good Cheech and Chong movie that is not marijuana related, the Corsican Brothers. I don't know if anybody has seen the Corsican Brothers. Totally worthwhile. It's another really good one. Is that the name of it though? I know it's that story of the brothers, but I have enjoyed that one. And they actually made Yellowbeard. I remember being in the theaters when Yellowbeard came on and watching Yellowbeard, Monty Python. And then when they get there and the island, you've got Cheech and Chong there. One is the security general and the other is the leader and all that other stuff. Just unbelievable. everybody, the minute Cheech is seen on Chong, the minute they're seen on the screen, everybody in the theater erupts. Everybody's just so amazed to see. You know, they were all ready for everybody else, but the surprise of that, it was a better reaction. There was another reaction that I saw in the Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie, where at the end of the movie, and he got some insane amount of money for it, playing King Richard, who was returning. It's Sir Sean Connery. Sean Connery coming in as King Richard. It was like, oh, and everybody erupted when they saw Sean Connery. Oh, look who it is. Auntie, peace and love, Auntie. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody out there is having a good day. We saw the sun down here. You can see that the sky is still lit up there, but I've got these clouds that are in the way. That's why I don't have the normal shot. I couldn't put the camera out in the yard. It's been raining all day. There's bound to be rain in those clouds there. But we've been observing the sunset. Observing the sunset and thinking about, did we have a good day? Did you do what you needed to do today? There's still time. Do something. Do something about something you love. If it's music, play some music. Put some time in doing it. If it's art, start drawing. Start painting. And make sure that you do that stuff every day. Get it in your life every day. Like anything else, it's a part of your mental health. Like exercise and mobility. You don't want to sit all day at a computer. That will kill you. That will put stress on you. Inactivity is why so many people have health problems. Make sure you get up and you move around. Mental health, make sure that you're doing those things that you love to do. Make sure you're putting the time in on your passions. That's how you battle the negative shit that gets thrown at you. Because the world's going to tell you every day what to be mad about. Because they want you engaging. They want to take advantage. They want to make you feel a certain way. I'm not sure what the news of Daniel Stern having hired prostitutes was national news for. I don't know who Daniel Stern pissed off. But, you know, they are constantly wanting to have something out there. And you need to be good to you. Be good to you so that you have all that you need to see it through, to make sure that you're feeling good, to make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. And it really is one of the quickest ways to do it. If you're true to yourself and your passions, you know it, and you're going to feel okay. You'll weather the storms better when you're true to your passions. It's just the way it is. See, I don't know. Those are lights on the building, so that's not any good. I didn't know if maybe there'd be a back end to this cloud coming here and we might see something. There's the Corsican Brothers. I love that movie. When the masochist has got him tied to the wheel and is doing stuff to him and everything, and his brother's the one feeling it, right? He's not getting any effect out of Cheech. Chong is feeling all of that. Really a good movie. Really a good movie. We've talked a lot about movies. Breaking Away, was that the one? The Daniel, that was the early one. Daniel, again, because for some reason the news app that won't go off of my phone wanted to let me know about Daniel Stern and those prostitutes. No details, just Daniel Stern arrested for soliciting prostitutes, January 12th. Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible. You have rested all day? I hope you're feeling better, honey. I hope you're feeling better. That is important. You want to make sure that you're employed. And that's not that common. It's not that common. And depending upon how things are going, that's what I noticed about that. I was watching, like I say, I was watching that programming vertical stream. Stephen Blum. He's in that vertical stream boot camp I'm in. And I went over and checked out one of his lives today, and it was great. He had a ton of people in there. He would make a couple statements about Python code. It was supposed to be about Python coding, everybody's responding to this very active chat. And there were so many people out there that were looking for work. And it made me, it was just a, oh no. Because I know coders, junior coders, well, they're using ChatGPT for a lot of that. You can get a lot of code written, or ChatGPT or Google's Gemini. They'll do app development and everything else. So, guys that are senior guys, if you're someone that knows your shit and you can go through an entire project and trace through and find errors and shit like that, then you might. But there aren't that many jobs for it. And all the junior code heads, all the guys that you'd say, I need a function that I send this to and it returns this, and they'll sit there and write that function. ChatGPT does it in about a minute, and it looks good. It's formatted. You put that into your code. And that's at the high levels of stuff. So I don't know. Watching guys looking for jobs out there, because I know what the job market with coders is right now. It was. I guess I felt sadness for them. I felt a bit of sadness. It was, well, I don't know how that's going to work out for you. I don't know, because there's a lot of competition and a lot of people writing code. But when a machine can do it for what a lot of people could, because you only have, it's like anything else, 5% of the coders are the gurus. 5% are the ones that understand assembly language, that understand everything that machine is doing. And then you've got competent guys. Another 10, 15, 20% are competent. And then you've got people that you go through, people that don't end up making it, people that it's just like anything else. Kenny, peace and love. Peace and love. Yep. Songwriting jobs. Well, there's a lot of musicians in here, so they're writing songs. I'm looking across the street. We were looking at the sunset, Kenny. I need to send you a message, Kenny. I'm gonna send you a message later on Facebook. Everybody say hello to Kenny out there. A good friend of mine. Peace and love, Kenny. I hope you are doing well. Another local individual here. He and I, if you ever heard the song by Why Not of Amber Took a Shit, that was us. That was Kenny sitting across from me. Amber Took a Shit. There's also a song, Can't Light the Bowl, There's Too Much Wind. That was under this carport. He and I were out here with acoustics. I had a couch outside under the carport. It was such a good white trash day. It was like, this is what I'm doing. I'm dragging this couch that I've got. It was a couch that was in the garage for when the band was practicing out in the garage. And I just drug it outside so we'd have somewhere to sit. And it was a good time. It was a really good time. I hope you're doing well, Kenny. I hope you're doing well. Oh no, did Daniel Stern do something else? Let me check. No, it's not about Daniel Stern. I don't know. News apps, all that's just kind of crazy to me. Shelly Michelle Morrison, peace and love. I like to think that Shelly's local, even though she's a couple hours away. Over on the other side of the state, near that border over there, north of Louisville. Daniel Stern, did you see the news, Kenny? He got picked up. It came on my phone. I got a news notification that said Daniel Stern arrested for soliciting prostitutes, January 12th. It's like, oh no. I don't know why that's news. I feel bad for Daniel Stern. Why would they shame him like that? Who is it that Daniel Stern pissed off? And news is so scant right now. There isn't enough going on in the world for news to actually report on. Hey, Daniel Stern, he got arrested picking up prostitutes. We got to put that out on the wire. And that shit comes across my phone? It doesn't make any sense. It does. I mean, you know, I'm one that believes all that stuff should be legalized and made safe. made safe for everybody involved, as opposed to what we do here with our puritanical bullshit ideas of how society should be. But that's a topic. Other people have differing opinions on that. That's fine. There's no need for this to be national news, is what I kind of am getting at. We may see some color if these clouds are getting out of the way. We may see some. I don't know. But I am feeling good. Every day I watch that sun go down. Every day I think to myself, did I do things for myself today? Did I do the things that I love? I played music. I have done some writing. I have come up with jokes. I have laughed at some of the thoughts. I am pouring myself into the things that we're doing here, the comedy that is coming, and other things along those lines. And that's what makes me feel good. It's what you need. You have to have that passion. If there isn't something that you currently are really looking forward to that you've got going on, you're doing it wrong. You gotta be good to yourself, and that means find what it is that you're passionate about and make sure you're pursuing it. No matter what's going on, no matter what your other obligations with work and other things, you have to have a balance. Because otherwise you'll run out of time and you're going to regret not pursuing the things that you want to do in life. You're going to regret it. So make sure that you do it. We got some clouds getting out of the way. I still see all this bright sky up there. So I don't know. I don't think we're done. Find that reason to keep going. It doesn't matter how good you are at it. All that matters is that you're trying. All that matters is that you're putting your time in on it. That's called growth. You want to have some personal growth. And you want to have something that you can fall back on when the world is telling you to be angry. Because the world's going to be telling you to be angry every friggin' day. And whatever side you're on, there's something to be angry about. Because those that rely on being on a side, well, you're setting yourself up for it. I think a lot of people that just really are on one side or the other might almost be a lost cause. You got to step away from it. You've got to give up, because you're not all you're doing is spreading negativity. Let go of the negativity. Let go of making Facebook money. Facebook made $86 billion in ad revenue, I believe it was in 2024. And that's because political posts get put up. They'll even pay bots to go on and comment and say, oh, this, and maybe against it, so that the people will pour on and argue with the bot. Don't waste your life arguing with a bot. Don't waste your life arguing with anybody that you don't know. Don't argue with people you know. But if you at least know them, then you know it's a person, and maybe the two of you talk about the things that you both have in common. Don't sit there and just look for enemies and because all you're doing is making meta money. And you're being used. And you're probably getting put on a list. So refrain from it. Pull away from it. Art of Floundering Podcast. Will D. Peace and love. Good to see you. The link to Will D is getting dropped out there in the chat probably about every 12 minutes. Make sure you're connected to the Art of Floundering Podcast. Some of the most insane comedy live streams that you will see. I cackle out loud laughing when I watch those live streams. He doesn't schedule them, so make sure you click the notification bell. They're late night when he does them. It'll be on a weekend, but if he goes live, you gotta watch. You gotta watch and think, oh my God, I did not know. You know, it's beyond your norm. It's beyond your norm when it comes to comedy and all that stuff. He is just so good at it. So damn good at it. Got some windiness. I don't know that we'll see any more color with the sun down. I'm waiting for the sky to get dark through here. But we have another sunset that we have looked at today. I feel great about that. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a good looking one. Hopefully it'll be dry so I can put the camera out in the yard and face it, and so you don't have to see this stinking light in my driveway and the carport that's there and all the other stuff. But it's a part of what makes me feel good. And as far as anybody's concerned out there, I seem happy, right? It's because of this. It's because of all these things that I say. You gotta be good to yourself. You want to be good to others, but you can't truly be good to others unless you're being good to yourself. Then you're setting yourself up for pain. You're setting yourself up for problems. You want to do your best by everybody. Be true to yourself. Put that time in on your passions. Whatever it is, whatever creative endeavor you are into, put your time in on it. Because life is short, and every day you don't, you're losing time. You're just losing time. Carpe diem while you still have a diem to carpe. I think that's how I like saying it. Or at least that feels like it. It's what it's got to be. It's got to be. You put it out there. You put it out there, Scrabblebees. And spread it. Spread that positivity. Go tell somebody that you think they're awesome and they should have a good day. It makes people feel good. Say positive things. Find the positive ways to interact with other people. This world is so negative and everybody's at each other's throats. And we're all friggin' human beings. We're all people. We all have feelings. We all have desires. We all want love. But the easy path and the one that's put in front of us is anger. It's, hey, pick a side. Hey, who's your team? It's like friggin' sports. It's manipulative. And so many waste their time with it. I know people that spend all day online arguing with other people. People that have no idea who they are or if they're even people. And they're mad. They're mad. It comes across in their personality. They're angry about what they just heard or what they just said or whatever. They think they one-upped whoever it was. That is a terrible way to live life. That is a terrible way. It's so combative. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I know why, because you're being manipulated to do it. But really, do yourself a favor and let go of it. Let go of it. Wes plays music out there. I want to mention again, because Friday he'll probably be live. I'm guessing, unless he's got something awesome going on. I'm going to pop this up. Wes Plays Music, and that's his channel, at Wes Plays Music. It's easy to remember. And he could drop a link to one of his things. An amazing musician and composer. Saturday mornings, just like I always say on Sunday, I love listening to Michael Songs. I love the noon Eastern time Michael Songs program, the Sunday Set Live, all original music. I get that same feeling out of Wes Plays Music. Oh, I've seen you out here. I figured you were lurking. He's just so incredible as a composer. Kenny, if you have not checked out Wes Plays Music, go over to any of the lives. He does these long live streams on Saturdays, and they're going to start at 11 o'clock now. 11 a.m. Eastern time, as opposed to what he was doing about 9. He goes about 6 hours. This week it may be a long one. It may be a long one because he's planning on he got egged on by some people out in the chat saying, hey, go 24 hours, do a 24-hour stream. And he kind of feels like showing everybody, yeah, well, I could do this, and just go ahead and do it. So if you're not connected, please get connected. Adam, peace and love and good day. Welcome. It's summertime over there in Australia. I hope you're doing well, Adam. It's a live shot of the sunset. It happened. It's still down around the horizon here, but I've got clouds. It was a rainy day. It's weird the way it looks now, but We're here observing the clouds and just talking about being good to yourself. Welcome to the cult of Wes. That's what the whole cult is about. It's about you being good to you. We put cult in the name, so we have nothing to hide. It's not one of those cults. None of you have to sleep with me. That's not what this cult is about. I want people to do what they need to be doing. I don't know what you should do, but I know I like being around people that do. I like being around people that are doing things. It motivates me to watch people that are doing things. To watch Wes Plays Music with the over 8 albums worth of music. Just unbelievable. Watch him working on those songs. I get motivated by that shit. Watching Art of Floundering do his live streams, the comedy. I get motivated by that and very entertained. I love being around people that do that. It is infectious. It is something that you want that in your life. If you don't already have it, you want it in your life because you see the joy that it brings the people that are doing it. The people that are really putting the stuff out there and creating stuff and putting it out, they feel a joy. And we all want to feel that joy. You're the one that can give it to yourself. The world can't give you that. The world can't make that choice for you. You have to make that choice for you. And it's the right choice to make for yourself. Do it. Everybody needs to do it. Art of Floundering. Oh, yeah. Oh, he does. Wes Plays Music is just so damn good. He is so damn good. Needs to drop a channel out there. Needs to drop a channel so anybody that's not already connected. But it's Wes Plays Music, so it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. That's why I found his stuff. I was on my homepage and it was suggested, and I saw that Wes Plays Music. Oh, well, I got to check this out. The guy's name is Wes. He's just phenomenal. It's great to see a Wes that has some good music skills. Unlike, mediocre me. And I like being mediocre me. Low expectations. If I'm coming in doing my octaves on the bass, nobody's expecting anything too big. Nobody's going, hey, this guy, he's not as good as I thought. No, they know what they're getting. They know what they're getting. Mad Labs, cheers. Peace and love out there. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling great. Yes, we had rain. Yes, we've had cloudiness. We didn't get to see as beautiful a sunset as it would have been. But this is still a very interesting sky. I'm still very happy about it. And I feel very upbeat. I feel very upbeat and very motivated today. It has just been a good day. I have put time in on things that I love, and I'm really looking forward to the things in the future. One of which, Saturday night, 8 p.m., Love, Art, and Music. Last week, the first hour, we had as the special guest, Wes Plays Music. And that was awesome. Really enjoyed that. We're going to have Michael Songs this week is going to be the special guest. So between 8 and 9, and I'm sure he'll stick around after, but between 8 and 9, we're going to have Michael Songs there and Maria letting everybody know what he's about and playing some of his awesome tunes. If I can make it to another show where I don't have to pick up my bass and I can just host, oh, that'd be great. Kenny, peace and love. I hope you're doing good. I will send you a message out there. I will send you a message and find out how things are going. We have gone for an hour and a half. I think that we're not getting any more real color here. I think this is just going to continue to darken as we pull away from the sun. But it's been a good day. I hope each of you has had a good day. I want to do the hyping again tonight at 11 p.m. Tonight at 11 p.m., it's Wednesday night live music on Axe and Nacho. Axe and Nacho are going to be doing that. Normally, I think Wednesdays, they used to be kind of an open mic situation where others would get up. So it may be multiple musicians coming up there. But 11 p.m., Axe and Nacho. The link is getting dropped by Nightbot out there. It's also in the description of this video. The chat will be available afterwards for anybody that wants to come through and check on those links, as well as just like out there, Scrabblebees just dropped the link with hashtag awesome. If anybody isn't connected to Scrabblebees, always positive, always upbeat, always enjoy seeing Scrabblebees in chat. Get connected. Do that thing. We're all out here to network, and we're all out here to do those sort of things. I want everybody feeling it. I want everybody being the best them they can be. I would love it if everybody just had all that. Is that a star? Do we have a planet here? Is that what we're looking at? I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be. I'm not sure which planet it is right now. I could probably look it up, but it's got to be Venus or Jupiter. That's the line, same line that all the stars, they all pass through the same spot. Might do a short live later. Unsure. I hope you're feeling better, honey. I love you. Everybody, I want all of you to have yourself a great day. If you haven't already, please click on the like, give that engagement. If you would, after the show, come back and leave a comment. It does help the algorithm to let everybody know, hey, this channel doesn't totally suck. Mama 420, Susan, peace and love. I hope you're doing well. I hope you were doing well. Good to see you. You missed the sunset, but it was rainy. We had clouds. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been as good as it could be. And Adam, welcome in. I hope to see more of you. I hope everybody out there find the positives in life. Find them, cling to them. Find what you love. Like Jack White said when he was receiving his nomination to the Hall of Fame for the White Stripes. Put down the screen. Pick up whatever it is you're passionate about. Pick up that art brush. Pick up that drawing pencil. Pick up that instrument. Pick up whatever it is, woodworking, whatever it is that gives you that feeling of accomplishment, and give that to yourself. And then share it with the rest of us out here. Share it with us, because we are all doing the same thing. We're all doing the same thing, and we're all just trying to communicate with each other and put out, hey, I'm doing this. Is this cool? I hope that some people smile. I hope that some people laugh. I think the comedy does make them laugh. It's what makes me feel fulfilled. It makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't feel like other things would necessarily do that. This does it for me, though. You are all awesome, fantastic people. I am so happy that every one of you has come out today. I hope your evening goes great. Axe and Nacho at 11 o'clock. It's in the description of this video, as well as being dropped out there in the chat. I'm gonna get myself going here. Peace and love, everybody. I'll catch you later. It's over now. It's over now. The Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now. It's over now. Go and find something else to do. Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live. It's over now, it's over now. Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do. It's over. Go home. Yes, the stream is at the same time tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Adam. I'll catch you all later.